Hey, what's up? I'm Ashley. Thank you for watching this video, and today we're going to be talking about Gentleman Jack, Season 2, Episode 5, and let's get started. So let's get into how Ann Walker is very suspicious of Ann Lister. Both Anns were talking, and Ann Walker told Ann that she's been very attentive since she's came back from visiting Too Little Too Late, Mariana. Ann Walker also asked her, what made you say that you would never leave me again when you came back? Because it was the first thing that you said to me. Ann was like, huh? What? When? What are you talking about? So then Ann Lister responded with the whole, I didn't realize how much I missed you until my eyes fell upon you. Girl, okay, but Ann Walker looked like she was not convinced. It looked like she wasn't buying it. You can tell by the look on her face. How do y'all think that Ann Walker is going to find out that Ann Lister cheated on her? Now, what would be good is if Mariana took Ann up on her offer and stayed with them for a while, and then Mariana spilled the beans to Ann Walker, and then that would be drama, and I would love to see it. But also, what went down is Ann Walker's sister, Elizabeth, finally responding to Ann about how they're going to handle the will. And Mr. Washington is the one who delivered the news. The letter was talking about evicting the tenants that couldn't pay up. They gotta go. They gotta get out of there. And that left Ann Walker suspicious. She was like, who was really behind this? It couldn't be my sister. It must be her husband. She was telling Ann Lister that if you read the letter closely, you can feel her sister's husband's presence and influence in that letter. She was like, she's using expressions that I know she would never use. So she's worried about her sister, and she was telling Ann Lister that she thinks that her sister is terrified of her husband, and that she's sure that when she left from seeing her that time that there were consequences. And Mr. Washington kept on delivering the news. He was on a roll. First, he gave Ann Walker the money that he collected from her tenants, and then he hit him with the newspaper talking about marriage announcements. Ann and Ann are listed in the paper as wife and wife. Somebody wrote into the paper snitching on Ann, and Ann got the whole town in their business. Mr. Washington was like, I thought you guys should see this. Marianne and Aunt Walker was confused. They was like, what? They were shook. The whole family was shook at the table. The whole table was shaking. Marianne was like, surely, father, they don't think that you married Miss Walker? And he said, they don't mean me. They don't mean me. They're not talking about me. I laughed. It's probably not funny, but I laughed right along with Ann Lister. She was laughing. Ha 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 ha. This is a joke. Trying to brush it off. Ann Walker was over there looking like she peed herself in front of everybody. Her auntie is about to bust a nut. This is about to set her off. We thought she was set off before. We ain't seen nothing yet. She about to cause chaos. The family is about to be in shambles. They're about to send a man to the house right now. Go over there. Pick her up. Drag her out of there if you got to. Or what if it was Ann Walker's own family who set this up? Mind blown. But I am mad. I'm laughing, but I'm mad because who over there telling their business? But also, Marianne told her sister Ann Lister that she's engaged. She's marrying Mr. Abbott, and told her sister, you can do better than that, girl. You're making a grave mistake. I won't talk to you ever again. I will not be at your wedding. Me and Miss Walker sure won't. And me and Miss Walker will never speak your name again. You don't exist. He's beneath you. What's wrong with you? But Marianne is trying to tell her sister that she really wants to marry him and that she really wants kids. And she was telling her that no other man has ever asked me to marry him, and was like, so that doesn't mean you marry him? We're one of the first families in this town. You're better than him. And told Marianne to make it clear to Mr. Abbott that there's no chance that she, Marianne, will inherit Shibden or the kids that they want to have. And basically ended the conversation with, do what you want to do. Now, do y'all think Ann is overreacting, or does she have a point? Because Ann thinks that Mr. Abbott is trying to use her sister, and she don't want that to happen. And she's trying to warn her sister, but Marianne is not trying to hear it. She's like, I like him. He's the first man that's proposed to me, and I want some kids, so. Ann's facial expressions had me dying the whole time. Aunt Ann Lister's health is getting worse. The doctor came over and told Ann Lister, her niece, that the sore on her leg is getting bigger, and I'm happy enough with her pulse, and that if she gets through the rest of the winter, that he's confident that she'll be with them a little while longer. A little while longer? Not Aunt Ann Lister. Help her, please. But the doctor also went to go check on Elizabeth, the cook in the house, and she was like, oh no, get away from me, because she's afraid that whatever's wrong with her is unfixable and that Anne would just kill her. Anne ended up telling her, go ahead and visit your sister. We'll see if she follows through with that. Also, this happened and he was shook. Also, Anne let one of her tenants know who she thought was the reason for the accident that left his son Henry with one leg. So also in this episode, there was a lot of political chaos, riots, votings, all that going on. And because of all of the rioting, there's 10,000 pounds of damage in Halifax. But everyone was causing havoc in the town because the Conservative Party beat the Liberal Party by just one vote. And yes, Ann Lister is on the Conservative Party. So that's about it. If there's anything that I missed or you want to talk about, put it down in the comments. Let me know all your thoughts on this episode. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.